Chinese electric vehicle EV company Zeekr, part of the same group that's home to Volvo, Polestar, and Lotus, is something of an unknown quantity in Europe right now. So the carmaker has done its best to make the X, described as an urban luxury compact SUV, stand out with edgy detailing. Highlights include a big diagonal crease on the doors, which informs the shape of the rear window line, as well as LED light clusters, front and rear, which mimic the line in the company's bisected rectangle logo. An illuminated Zeekr emblem at the rear, black detailing for the sills, wheel arches, and the roof, and then flush-fitting door handles which pop inwards when you need to access the cabin. Zeekr will sell the X in one of 4 main body colors, while there are either 19 or 20-inch alloy wheels, depending on whether you've gone for the single-motor model or the dual-motor version. Overall, it's a relatively interesting piece of design, if still some way short of being classically beautiful. Zeekr offers the X in 2 simple-to-understand specifications. First, there's the long-range RWD, which has 1 motor on the rear axle producing up to 272 HP and 343 Nm, allowing it to run 0-100 km/h in 5.6 seconds and go up to 445 km on a charge of its 69 kW battery pack. Above that is the privileged AWD, using the same battery but adding another motor on the front axle and increasing outputs to 420 HP, 543 Nm, in turn reducing both the 0-100 km/h sprint and the one-shot range to 3.8 seconds and 425 km respectively. Technology levels are impressive too, with an 8.8-inch instrument cluster and 14.6-inch proprietary infotainment screen complemented by a Swish augmented reality head-up display, AR HUD, for the driver, which features overlaid graphics to help you navigate junctions and so on, without taking your eyes off the road. Okay, so some of the infotainment menus take a bit of familiarization. The window switches feel like they've been put in the wrong way round. And the joysticks on the steering wheel, which adjust features such as the exterior mirrors and more, are odd. But generally, everything is fairly intuitive to use in the Zeekr X. Charging times for the X's battery are almost as fast as the car is. On its maximum 150 kWh DC connection, it'll take 29 minutes to go from 10 to 80% charge, while a 22 kWh AC charger can replenish the battery in just 4 hours. In terms of space, it's not quite as generous in the back as some of the X's main rivals, but it's fine, and the quality of the fixtures and fittings is no less opulent than it is in the front. The boot is modest though, measuring 362 liters. It also has a high floor loading lip and a relatively narrow access aperture, so loading big items into it isn't going to be a dollar.